Right, hi guys, and welcome back to the Moan Yorkshire, and welcome back to a little quick video today of me showing you a Formula E model I didn't even know existed. So the story behind this is I was just searching on eBay randomly, like I do, for Formula E models and the ones that I need to complete my collection, and noticed that this had come up for sale with bids. It started at 99p and was being sold by a charity, so they clearly had it donated. And yeah, it's the Season A NIO 333 of, with the number 3 there, of Oliver Turvey. Now, this is sort of an unusual one because the Season A, as far as I was aware, basically what happened was Minichamps got the licensing for the Formula E models of the Gen 2 era. They completed Season 5 without any dramas, but then Season 6 was the COVID era. So they only released a certain amount of models that year. Season 7, they just did the Champions, and along with Season 8, they just did the Champions as well, which of course were Mercedes for both those years. And as far as I was aware, they didn't do any more. But here we are. We have a Season 8 NIO 333, which is an unusual team to have, really, because they were a struggling team, not much budget, and really didn't get any results. Oliver Turvey, that particular year, only got a 7th place in Rome. That was the only points finish he got that year. So it's an interesting model, and what makes it even more interesting, as you'll probably have already noticed, is it appears to be signed. So I would say that is potentially Oliver Turvey's signature. Again, of course, doesn't have any certificate of authenticity with that. I've got no reason to disbelieve that it isn't signed by Oliver Turvey. But, yeah, it's just a nice little quirk to have, isn't it? So we'll look into the model in more detail. We'll take the lid off and have a look at the model itself. And, yeah, just try and figure out where it was made for, why it was made, and why I've suddenly found it on eBay being donated to a charity shop. It's an unusual one, but we'll dig into it. So there we have the signature, the autograph. Again, I do believe it's by Oliver Turvey, and again, I've got no reason to disbelieve that or disprove that, but don't have any official word on it that it is signed by the actual driver himself, by Oliver himself. But yeah, there you go. That is the case. And here is the model. Driverless model, as was the case with some of the Minichamps ones. They didn't have licensing for certain teams, certain drivers, so they just ran the number 3, of course, being Oliver Turvey, and had a driverless car. So that is it. It just simply says NIO 333 Formula E team, Season A, Gen 2 car, 143 scale. So my only thoughts on this is that it's a promotional thing. NIO got Minichamps to make so many of them as a promotional item, maybe as a raffle prize, who knows? You know, I've got a couple of touring car models that were raffle prizes through the years to go to genuine fans, or maybe it was just kept in team and it was a thank you to the staff for their efforts that season. But yeah, either way, it looks really nice. I think they managed to portray the model quite well, with the detail in the red into the, like, the turquoisey blue kind of colour, the navy blue as well. The yellow roll hoop. Honestly, I couldn't believe it. When I saw it pop up, I'm like, what is this? Like, wasn't even looking for it, but yet it appeared. Let's spin it round. We'll have a look at the back. The rear floor, of course. And the rear wing. As you can see, really nice model. Really detailed. I do love the NIO. I was a big fan of NIO as well. Technically still in the sport. Aren't they just as rebranded as the Cooper Kiro team for this season and previous seasons as well? But, yeah, good to see him doing well and securing a victory as well, which was nice last season with Dan Tinctum. Again, obviously mentioning Dan Tinctum, I don't know if there's number 33 Dan Tinctum in this, guys. I have no idea. I've searched on obviously the internet, and I've come up with the fact that I'm able to find a couple more of these for sale in France, but only as Oliver Turvey again, so it's certainly an interesting one. It piqued my interest when I saw it. I was lucky enough to purchase it. And can you believe I only paid £18 and so many pence for this, and then there was a few pound postage. The grand total of the model with postage came to just £23 and 26 pence. Which is absolutely fantastic. I was well impressed with that. I was prepared to pay up to like maybe £50–60 for it, to be honest with you. Due to the fact I didn't really have a clue what it was or why it was here. But yeah. Really nice model. The reflection there, look, is really well on the rear wing. Can you see that? Of course, the rear wings didn't really do much in this era, or really in any of the Formula E eras, but they're trying to make them more downforcey for the Gen 4, which has just been announced, coming for Season 13. But yeah, there it is. Oliver Turvey's Season 8, NIO 333. One of the backmarkers of that season, unfortunately, low budget, struggling for fun, struggling for efficiency on the powertrain, but had a plucky effort at it, and like I say, the only points finish for Oliver Turvey that year was a P7 in Rome for him, and Dan Tincton, his teammate, subsequently got a P10. Can't quite remember off the top of my head where that was. So yeah, both drivers were able to score some points that season. But yeah, it was very few and far between for him, and another tough season. But yeah, it's a lovely model. Really pleased to have it in my collection. Considering I didn't know it existed in the first place, I'm very, very happy to own it. And like I say, I'm not sure if there is a Dan Tincton. Of course, I will continue to pursue the internet and have a look and see if I can find any more information out about these. But if you know anyone that maybe worked for NIO, as a bit of a stretch, and they were given out as thank yous to the teams, to the mechanics, to the caterers, to everyone that was involved in the team that year, let me know. Or were they just released as a limited edition? Like I say, there's no information on here, like limited to 100 pieces or anything. And I've never seen them for sale anywhere, so it is a total unknown with these. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this little short video, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Sorry I can't really give you much more information on this, but I'm just really happy to own it. I really, really am. I can't believe it. One of my favourite teams of Formula E, the NIO team. I've been able to find a model I didn't know existed, and I don't think many of you would have known existed either. So, yeah, let me know in the comment section down below what you think to the model. Let me know if you've seen any for sale as well. And like I say, any information on it would be greatly appreciated. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, guys. And as always, much love.